Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For today's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we're doing a bit of a time correction here, along with this whole Saturn retrograde, in theme with this, going all the way back into Pisces. So what that means is now the rune videos are a week ahead. So this will give you a whole week to digest and discern all the information. You're still getting the weekly rune readings, but we're skipping essentially this week, so you can take this week as either a week off energetically or a week to study up for this upcoming huge astrological and astronomical shift that is occurring collectively for all of us. So what does that all mean? That's all in the description box below, all that astrological information, but we're getting into, like I said, the Saturn retrograding all the way back into Pisces, and not only that, we have this huge lunar eclipse. We're in the middle of eclipse season that started with this new moon. Now we have this full moon partial eclipse, and then we have a solar eclipse coming up after that, and we have this huge cosmic visitor coming to us here in the coming months. That is a huge, phenomenal, astronomical impact to all of us. So let's discern what all of that means. All right, let's ground right now. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through the mouth, and really just appreciate this opportunity to get into today's divinely guided rune reading and tap into the information that's available, taking this extra week to discern and digest all the information. Moving forward, having all of the information a week in advance before the readings actually take place. Before, I was doing it the day of, the start of that week, giving you almost no chance to adjust. Here you have the opportunity to adjust. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into your divinely guided rune reading. Greetings, Pisces, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in. Here is your rune for the energetic past. For the lapis lazuli rune here is Algiz. Algiz is the rune of divine defense, divine protection. Anytime we have that line going straight down, reminder, that is grounding energy, very stable energy. And whenever we have the lines going off the rune on the top side, that's very divinely connected energy. So this is your built-in, with the antlers of the elk rune Algiz, your built-in divine defense, your built-in divine connection, your built-in divine grounding. This is like faith. Coming from almost like a stoic or defensive almost kind of posture, having aspects of faith tested or even enhanced in your recent energetic past here. Now let's get a Unakite rune of clarity. The Unakite rune of clarity is in Reidho. Reidho is very grounded energy still too, but notice how it has one leg going forward still, always reminding you to be in step with divine flow. Stay in the now, stay present. Yes, be in your faith, be grounded, be in that sort of, protection kind of posture, but also remain divinely, energetically guided. So this is like a change of house, spouse, or career type of influence typically, because when we do that, that's a recognition that those energies are either stagnant or discordant, no longer in divine flow or in divine step with us, or like in relationship to our divine source guided source blueprint. It's not harmonic with that, or something that doesn't resonate with that. Okay, so this just reminding you to stay divinely protected, but in order to do so, be in flow, being in the now, being present. So let's get a rune for your energetic now. The kind of influences of, or not really influences, that would be later, but the overarching energies of now. So this is past, present, and we're going to do future here. Now is kind of like mind on your money, money on your mind. This is the rune of wealth. This is Fehu, cattle, abundance. Um, it starts off grounded, and then as it increases, the opportunities or avenues for investment, responsibilities, distractions, all of that increases, and it can lead us off of and make our divinely guided path a bit foggy up there. So, um, we the aspect of abundance could be challenging for you right now, or you could be shifting your aspect of abundance. You could be blessed right now with abundance, being in divine flow. I believe if you're in divine flow and you're moving in faith, that yeah, your fehu, your abundance, will be in step with that. So let's get a rune of clarity from Unikite with that. And yeah, divine flow. This is Laguz. This is the rune of lake, water, flow, divine feminine's rune. This is divine feminine's healing rune. So a lot of aspects of abundance, and you're surrendering to your divine flow of abundance is in healing a lot of aspects of your emotional well-being. It could be even tied into viewing a body of water or doing. Sagittarius had this earlier too, where it was like a water-based sort of ritual around the eclipse energy. So that could be tied in with that as well. But this could be water type of work, divine feminine healing work, dowsing with water. Regardless, take what resonates here, please, and leave what doesn't. Let's get a rune quick for your divinely guided future here. This is Berkana. This is the Birch Goddess's rune of beginnings, familial style type of nurturing, like a mother's love. This is like another divine feminine type of embodiment energy, like the Empress in the tarot. Beginning so many beautiful things, is having that intuitive know-how built in, and being able, having that ability, like that fehu, like the means to the blessings to, and the abundance in order to bless and nurture these new beginnings. Yeah, this is beautiful stuff. This is let's get that rune of clarity here for Berkana. Yeah, okay, we have Augies coming up here, so you're enhancing and like cementing in more of that faith. This is like starting off with a hunch and like solidifying it, and really galvanizing your faith, honestly. Pisces, this is like you're psychically guessing yourself, and you really shouldn't be, because you are blessed with that gift. But I think through this, you're going to understand how your gift works a little bit more. And people are going to probably understand. I mean, you're going to have to communicate it, but this nurturing, this new beginning in faith is going to be reciprocated from this energy from the past. I mean, this is a lot of divine feminine healing work too. This is a good opportunity as well to remind us that we have both the divine feminine and masculine aspects within all of us. So far, we've had two very much divinely feminine correlated runes. But that can all change. Let's get the rune of what your energetic influence of Fehu is right now. Your energetic influence of this whole abundance thing is in your manifestation. This is Kinas. This is the torch, the light bringer. This is the light bearer. You could be doing light work. You are a leader. You could be in a position of leadership, a business owner as well. You could be called to embody your leadership by example. This is the reminder here with the torch. It reminds me of the saying that as I work to light the path for others, so too do I illuminate the path for myself, something like that. But that means really practice what you preach, honestly. A good healer is going to go within and say, okay, that advice that I just gave to whoever was a reflection of myself, right? Where do I need to go within, if I do at all, to have that healing work, to practice what I preach, to take my own medicine, to lead by example, right? So you're very much in that energetic influence. This is like that suit in Tarot de Wands, trailblazing, very much manifesting, and you're having that intuitive know-how in doing this. But make sure that this isn't, a lot of divine feminines out there say that, oh, this is my toxic divine masculine showing, when it's actually the toxic divine feminine showing through. And that's a topic we can get into later. But that's just a misconception, okay? Very big generalization, but this is you like looking in the mirror and having that hard look at yourself and really manifesting that abundance through embodying your leadership through example, divinely guided faith, like surrendering to flow, yeah, and embodying that new beginning into your new faith, into your new way of being. This is clarified with Tiwaz. Wow. So Tiwaz is the God Tears rune of that success, that vector of victory. This is discipline work. This is showing up for yourself and for the collective. This is another divine masculine related type of rune. This is the God Tears rune. This is the rune where the warning on this would be the martyrdom. Okay, because the God Tyr, he sacrificed his arm to stave off Ragnarok. So as we show up for ourselves, as we surrender to flow and all that, that's beautiful and stuff. But remember, it's very easy for us to have these blinders on and be like, okay, my path is the only path. There is no other path. Well, that's not 100% accurate. So that could be leading you into some martyrdom. So leading by example, showing up for yourself in dedication daily and sticking up for others. I see you as this sticking up for others. This is a little bit of Libra energy too, having that built-in sense of what is just, what is justifiable, just divinely, intuitively justifiable to you, and to embody, to lead by example. What's your advice for the now? Let's see what your advice for the now is. Yeah, a lot of people have been getting this one today in this spot here as well too. This is very much stability, durability, flexibility, all of the above. This is the world axis. This is that rune that spins, and the fulcrum and the center of everything is right in the center of this. And this is like the world tree that sits in the center of it all. And you're like the little squirrel in the Norse pantheon that goes between the great condor at the top of the tree and the great serpent at the bottom of the tree. That's the balance between your head and heart. Okay, that's that head and heart connection, that durability, that stability, that toughness, that balance. That is you mastering that flexing the spiritual muscle, I like to call it, of that durability. Right? Weathering the storm. When we flex too much or not enough, we can snap our branches off and become that rune of Isa, ice, rigid, feeling more stuck, needing to pause and for further clarity. Okay, that's frozen divine feminine energy, frozen Tiwaz energy, But when we do flex, it's like the U branch as well. This is correlation to that as well. That is what the tree of life is based off of as well. So when we're flexing with that durable wood that the bows were made out of, it's very flexible wood, and we can see the sun shining. That's the words I was looking for. Sun shining through in the rune like Sawilo. It almost looks like the letter S there. So you can see the sun poking through the trees, and that's illuminating your path forward, illuminating to the fact that this is all temporary, okay? That this balance, this durability, this toughness, this stability, this is just weathering whatever's happening right now. This isn't necessarily a storm. This is just saying patience, stability, leading by example. You're going to be tested. Yeah, you got influences also of abundance, balancing divine feminine, and showing up with dedication, with balance, uh, with that sense of servitude to the collective, but to yourself and to the path forward and to what you know to be just and true. But you're kind of like, yeah, but my money though. So that's a little bit of why you're a little hung up right now. Let's get a rune of clarity. So your partnership, your divine gifts, this is the rune Gibo. It means gift. This is like Two of Cups. This is like the lover's energy. So like your divine partnership, your relationship with divine source, your relationship with yourself, your significant other, like your spouse. It could mean all those things, or one or a variation thereof. Okay, this could be your balance of reciprocation energies is what you need to look at. Okay, stability on all sides, irreversible as well. The center of the axis is in the center of the balance of reciprocative energies in this rune of Gibo. And so the world axis and Gibo spinning, if they're spinning together, the center of this and the key to this here looks like it's that balance of reciprocation. So healthy divine flow of that, showing up for what's just. We're not keeping score here, everyone. Okay? Okay, we know that true abundance is leading by example. Kill them with kindness, right? You have the abundant energy to bless them with that, and you have the faith and abundance to do so. You don't necessarily have to kill them with kindness, but you know what I mean, right? You're leading by example, like you do have this going for you. And I really do think this, if you're calling on this energetic partner to help you through this, that's awesome too. You get to increase that nurturing of that union, that balance of give and take as well. If this is a new partnership for you, right, you're showing up in dedication and service to each other and having that blessed beginning in faith union and surrendering to divine flow. Let's see what the energetic outcome is for all of this. Okay, one fell out and I grabbed one. So I'm going to put them both back. Drum roll, please. JK, LOL. Increased communication on Zeus it was Odin's favorite rune. This is the rune, like the antenna rune. This is divine downloads, prophetic dream work, gaining insights, gaining wisdom, premonition dreams, aha moments, deja vu, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all those clairs, like you're probably getting a blessed with a gift here in your like a psychic ability. Yeah. Didn't I allude to that at the beginning? I think with your psychic abilities, like you have this ability and you just need to like learn that you have it. Like I see it in you, but you don't see it in you yet. Yeah, and I think you're like getting this knowing, or a variation thereof. You're being like downloaded with this. So this could be remembering dreams a lot easier, vivid dreams. A lot of people have been actually having that a lot more with these planetary alignments. Also, you are having that clear communication, balanced communication, strengthened, durable communication, and also nurturing communication moving forward. That's beautiful. Let's see, this is with Anzus clarified with, yeah, your legacy work. This is increased. You're like, you have that antenna on top of your tower, and you're like sending off that beacon, right? This is your legacy work. This is what is examining to us what is transitory versus what's perpetual, what is going to last a couple generations versus what's going to last 7 generations, what is a paradigm that you're going to leave behind, like pay it forward, that's going to be like impactful, what is a lasting legacy you're going to leave behind, what's that divine download, that gift, that legacy, right? So that's exciting stuff to get into that. You don't need to discover what it is right away, but you're very much influenced by that legacy work. A lot of people think that this is like tracts of land or finances or things like that you're lucky you're going to last a couple generations, maybe a little bit longer. But really what's healthy for the next 7 generations, like our indigenous relatives would say, okay, so this, I see you doing this, like you're building your legacy in communicating, and I think this is you're enhancing like a lot of your psychic abilities, but it all takes discipline work. It's that divine feminine balance, healing work, that intuitive increasing in faith as well. Manifesting and you have this abundance. I wouldn't worry too much about this at all. Have confidence in this, stay grounded. And you're going to get through this. You are blessed. You are gifted. Okay. I don't have anything further to say. Let's get a card of clarity from the messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. These messages are beautiful messages from the fairies, and the fairies are divinely guided beings who love to assist us in our journey. So, fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Pisces this week? Let's show one card, please. Let's show one card of clarity for Pisces that we can have for clarity. You cheeky fairies, thank you so much. Fairies are having fun with me. Yep. That was only 3 more cards. Okay. One card, please, fairies. Oh. I can see a couple of us right now having sips of our morning beverage, just laughing at the fairies being cheeky with me. Fairies, why is it always the last reading of the day? Why? I mean, you're just silly right now. Very talkative earlier. Okay, they're making me go for it. Children. Ha! It's like embracing that inner child kind of play, like they were just doing with me. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. That is a beautiful message. Even connection with your inner child, a lot of healing, that divine feminine work, a lot of that emotional healing, surrendering to flow, comes with honoring and recognizing when to honor our inner child. That's so awesome. Let us read about that card some more. Children says your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. As a reminder, the fairies love and trust children because of their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of connection to them. As you read the additional meanings behind this card, notice which message clicks as your truth. Pay attention to signs and intuitive feelings related to the topic of children, for the universe is trying to get the message to you. Additional meanings for the card, Pisces, can be that your life purpose involves working with children, or the energy of pregnancy surrounds you, or a child in heaven is sending a message of love, I love them, or you have a connection to indigo, crystal, or rainbow children, and finally, your inner child needs to play. I really do see that inner child honoring here. Very nurturing for you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.